Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back with some more Higehiro, this being episode 4. Previous episode, once again, pretty impressive stuff. I have to say, this series has definitely, I think I've actually said this before, but the series has definitely exceeded my expectations to this point. Really like what we had with Sayu's character, especially like her mindset about Yoshida and him potentially leaving her, just like all the other guys have. And I think she's starting to really see that, okay, Yoshida is different than a lot of these other guys. But it makes sense kind of how Sayu's mind essentially has been shaped, I guess you would say. But Yoshida's different. And we know Yoshida is a good guy from what he's kind of shown so far. So we had some great stuff with Sayu in the previous episode, I would definitely say. Even Mishima as well. I liked what we had with Mishima in the previous episode and her conversation with Sayu, and Yoshida just been being Yoshida, right? He's been being pretty great, I have to say. So I'm excited to see what we'll have with this episode. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go. Oh, I was like, okay, this is something like really serious or something we're opening up with, but it's just a job. I mean, a job, I guess, could be serious. Yeah, I mean, her being inside, it'd actually be good for her to be out and having like interactions and making money while at it as well. Convenience store, nice. So she'll have like a place to stay for now, right? And she'll have money coming in. Well, she kind of has an interesting situation. Sayu Chaso. That makes sense. She's showing some respect. Asami. They're like neighbors or something. Imagine how many times do we see that happen in anime? Well, it's really mostly with romantic couples. Like they'll end up like living next to each other. Oh. it's a interesting situation. Oh, this should be interesting then. To see kind of, I guess, what she'll think of this. I explained that you're like a big brother. Oh man. How is this going to go? Man, nosy. She just kind of found out. That's the best way to put it. It just kind of slipped out. Gotou, I think, hearing this too. Yeah. Oh. He may be kind of hot. Yo. She kind of cool. I kind of like her already, to be honest. You just have a good eye for people, don't you? Apparently. He seems like a good guy, which we know he is. He was looking after me. Like, you know, like they said, kind of like a big brother, but they just bullshit in this whole thing, which I don't know if that's necessarily the right thing to do. But then they'd have to explain Sayu's situation, and maybe they don't want to do that. From your last life. She's been watching too many of those shows or playing those games. She kind of maybe catching on or noticing that it may not really be what they're saying it is. Yes, sir. Yep, he gets to eat that all the time. She might just be kind of joking around here, though, because it seemed like she was kind of catching on to what may actually be going on here. See, she's like, what's really the deal? Okay, so she caught on. She caught on pretty quickly. But that's the thing. If he goes into Sayu, what has happened with Sayu, I don't think, especially him explaining it, I think if anyone was to explain it, it'd be from Sayu. I mean, if that's how she sees it, Yoshida doesn't care about that. He's fine with that. Right, exactly what I was saying. If anyone's going to talk about those things, it's going to be Sayu, if it has to deal with her. She's like, forget about all that. I didn't even mean that. I just wanted to try to get the truth out of you. There we go. And it seemed like they really hit it off, Sayu and her. So she's even picked up on that as well. Excuse me. She's very like perceptive. Oh shit. Y'all gonna go out again or something? Go out to the same place? Hold up. Yeah, they are. This is their spot. They always go here. I think they're at the same spot. When you cook it, when you do it. You see how the difference here compared to the very beginning of the series to like this now? She's the one asking him out. Oh man, I'm telling you, she don't have a boyfriend. And that's what she thinks right now, that him and Mishima are going out. Look at her, man. She definitely wants him. And she's definitely single. She don't have a boyfriend. If you got a boyfriend, why the hell do you care? And I don't want to hear the whole, like, because I'm your boss shit. Like, come on. We know. I think we know what it is, or can tell what it is now. Right. Like, you're so perceptive about these things. In talking about these things. What's up? Spill it. Let's hear it. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Love how they just focus on that shit. It's because I like you. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Come on. He said, huh? Valid response. Like, what? Are you serious? You're kidding, right? Exactly. Like, are you serious? Oh. Now that's just wrong. That's just wrong. In my opinion. Right? Okay. If you liked him, then what do you mean? I mean, I don't know about that. It seems like she does, for sure, man. Oh, he said, prove, like, really prove it. Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean that. Ooh, really? That's actually surprising. He said, wait, hold up. Man. Being in Yoshida's position right now, like, it's like, because this is the girl he wanted, and then the shit happened, so it's like, is he gonna double back on it, or is he gonna pursue this? Like, what the hell is he gonna do? I mean, he already did that. He already did it, and look what happened. I feel like that's fair. That's fair. Okay. That's how it should be. Especially after you lie to him and all that. Oh. What does that mean? Oh, man. Oh, shit. It's like with her past, they've kind of like been planting these seeds, essentially, is how I would put it, right? And they're probably gonna show or go into like almost the whole thing at one point. Taking her with him. So Gotou coming with him? Oh, they're coming here to the crib. Don't get all like this. No, he's already told you what that is. Like, come on. She wants to meet you. Okay, so that's what it is. It's not like what you think. Misunderstanding. Next episode should certainly be something then if Gotou and Sayu are going to meet. But I mean, man, with this development, it just throws Yoshida's whole thing into a loop, right? Essentially, because he has Mishima, obviously, who has feelings for him. He has Sayu, which I don't know what they're gonna do with the Sayu thing. Honestly, because there's been these little points here where it's like, okay, they may go a romantic route with it in the future. So if you want to have Sayu in there, then you can put Sayu in there. So there's Mishima, Sayu, and now Gotou, which Gotou was the girl that, well, he still likes her, but initially he asked her out and all that, and then she lied to him, and it's like, so now he's like going back on this. It's like, fuck, man, like, I can't even imagine what he's going through right now in his head, right? It's like, this girl lied to me, told me she had a boyfriend. I mean, her reasoning, I don't know. If you liked him, like, she had to have liked him at that point. I mean, she was even saying she was really happy and all of that. I guess she felt like the timing wasn't right or whatever, or just she just had this thought or this intuition. She's like, I think that's actually what she said. Her intuition that it wasn't going to work. But I mean, you never know. You never know until you try, right? I mean, if you like him, then you should have at least pursued it. That was the perfect opportunity. Usually, it's the guy that he made the move, right? He made the move. That's usually how it goes, right? The guy makes the first move or whatever. Ask first, and she did that. So now she's put herself in this position where he's like, which is totally fair, right? He's like, okay, I've already done what I've had to do, and then we saw how that happened. So now it's on you. So I actually do like that with it, but I think I don't want to say we all knew, but it was really obvious with that one episode. I was like, okay, I don't really think she has a boyfriend. I think she's lying about that. And lo and behold, this episode here. But yeah, next episode with Sayu meeting her should be very interesting to to say the least. Honestly, also we see they're continuing to plant those seeds about like Sayu's past and all of that. Like I don't know if it's gonna be, that would be a lot to take in if they had like most of that or all of that in one episode, you know? So whenever that's going to come, because we saw like a couple things flash there, it was really quick, but that's going to be something. And then the what was her name, Asami, the introduction of her potential friend. They'll probably be friends, like her and Sayu got like the job and all that. They're going to be friends. She seems like a really cool girl. Honestly, I actually did like her introduction. I actually honestly would say, like, I know we haven't had much of her, and we haven't really had that much of Mishima, to be honest, and all, and even like Gotou, I guess you would say. But I would say Asami kind of, like, I liked her introduction more than Mishima's. I feel like she kind of left more of an impact on me, almost more than Gotou as well. Like, honestly, like, besides the Opie and all that with Gotou, I actually really liked Asami's introduction, especially like how perceptive she is, even for her age. She said, I think she's the same age as Sayu, right? So her picking up on these things, even though she obviously doesn't know Sayu's full story, she's pretty good. She's pretty good, and I kind of like her personality as well. So would definitely be a good friend for Sayu, and I feel like a good person to have around. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this series going forward, though. Certainly, Yoshida is in an interesting position right now. So, we'll see how it plays out. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode, of this reaction. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.